Hey again. It sure is nice here. I wish I could share the view with you. But I can share this with you. This is the mission for today. But first, let's go back on the adventure that took us up to that location. Some of these rocks right here, these almost look more modern, but I don't think they are actually. I think they've just been knocked over for some reason, like maybe a person knocked them over. Definitely some curious stuff up here. There's some kind of little rock mound here. And there's a little perimeter around it of rocks. Pretty sure this is Native American. Oh, pretty moss over here too. Oh, and green grass up here. Whoa, this is kind of wild, but this looks like diabase. Me and my dad found some of these not too far away from here, and looks very similar how it's long, and on the inside it's got this volcanic material. And I think this actually might be like a genuine Native American thing, so I'm not gonna touch it. But I have a feeling that if you were to like put this on top of some other rocks or hold it up in the air, or maybe even just sitting on the ground like that, and you hit it with another rock, it'll make a ringing noise. I was trying to see if maybe there was any marks that anyone had hit it. It almost does kind of look like a couple parts are chipped there. And it's strange how each side is broken off. That is very weird. This could be like a Native American sound making instrument. As crazy as that sounds. I don't know. But it seems unlikely that like a tourist would come up here and like break two sides off of this and put it next to all this other stonework that looks very suspicious. So I kind of think this might be something. I was just thinking, I actually have a couple like this one that I was talking about earlier at home, and I'll show you later, as long as I don't forget like how it works. Like I'll hit it and you can hear what it sounds like. And then I was also thinking about like the location here is like literally one of the most incredible, sacred, special places to do a ceremony. So I'm not saying that's what it is. I have no idea. Maybe it's absolutely not that, but my imagination goes wild, and I was just thinking this would be a really cool place to like have a ceremony and play some music with the view right here. It would just be unreal. Definitely looks like something. Maybe a little water catch. The environment here is super pretty. I It kind of looks like a heart-shaped rock to me. It's another beautiful day. I'm actually thinking maybe this is part of a path that goes where I am, goes that way, and then goes up the hill here. Because over here, on both sides, we have rocks, and it's kind of cleared in the middle. And I think this is a path up to the main location. Whoa, the lighting is really nice on this. Definitely don't want to fall into that. It's probably hard to see, but there's a little flake of obsidian, and as I've said before, obsidian is not native to this area. Looks like it's been worked too. It's really quite beautiful in my opinion. Thankful for the path builders. Once again on such a special trail here. Okay, it's time to get really serious now as it's getting a little steep and we're going down here. Oh, this is interesting the way these are lined on the side. I can see it. We're almost there. Whoa. That's bigger than I thought it would be. Whoa. A little steep here. Gotta be careful. Some of this stuff definitely looks like people tried to restack it in modern times, but I do think there is a genuine site here. This is too significant to be just some little kid's fort or something. I'm gonna be really careful as usual. Try to make sure I'm not stepping on any artifacts. Hopefully we can find something. This is really cool right here, especially this big, long, flat piece. There's some holes in here. Once again, probably the wall fell apart and was oh, what is this? Look, I think we may have found part of some kind of cutter, some kind of artifact that's agate, I believe. There's another one right there. There's also a little black thing there that almost looks like a piece of pottery. I think it is. I see the little grains in it and stuff. I was looking at it longer, and I think that top edge there, that looks like it's been worked. So I think that is a cutter. This other one I'm not sure, but it looks beautiful. Like, I wish I could flip that one over and show you what's on the other side, because I'm familiar with these kind of rocks, and I can see part of it from the back, and I think the other side is probably really beautiful. It kind of looks like maybe, I don't know, probably not an arrowhead or something like that, but it almost has that shape, so has me curious. But I think those are something, but I could be wrong. I came over here to get a better look at what those white things were, and it's more of that same kind of agate, probably cutters of some sort. And then I saw numerous pieces of pottery. One right there, there's a sort of big one right there. Another one right there. Another one there. Another one there. Another one there. Jeez, another one there. There's probably a bunch more too. I think there's like a whole broken pot here. That other white thing also looks like a sponge fossil. That's probably some kind of cutter also. That's my guess. So it looked like at first I didn't see anything, but now there's actually quite a bit here. Oh, look at this. Whew. Wow. Once again, I'm just kind of in awe. Mixed feelings, mixed thoughts, like so many different things to think about and feel. I'm on a trail right now, I'm pretty sure. What was going on here? I'm gonna have to come back and get this with the drone in the future. I was noticing these sort of big rocks in a line going up this drainage creek, and then I saw this, looks like there's a little volcanic rock down here, which looks a bit suspicious for this area. I wonder if that could have been part of a tool. Literally right when I said I wonder if that could be a tool or part of a tool, I turned the camera off and then I looked up here and yep, that definitely has the sort of rounded shape. I think that's a broken mano. And someone almost certainly set that there. So, very interesting. It's definitely, oh, that looks curious over there. Whoa. It's kind of crazy how all these big rocks make like a circle there. Definitely need to get this with the drone too. Maybe that works right there. There actually appears to be a little line of rocks going right into this giant circle of rocks. This may have been cleared in the past, but there's been a lot of water sort of flooding coming down the mountain. Wow, look at that. It's on the one down there too. Oh, I thought maybe that one. Interesting how that balances like that. Wow, check it out. It looks like a piece of pottery with like some painting on it. It's very weathered. I'm quite a ways down below the site, but this is like a drainage, so Makes me wonder what else might be both above and below this spot. But I need to get going. It's starting to get a little chilly. And yeah, we're just gonna play it safe today. We can come back in the future though. That's interesting. Look at it. God, my shadow's in the way, but what I'm trying to show is this smaller little wedge rock. This really big flat piece out here all by itself is a little weird. I wonder if this was a chair to sit on and watch the sunset. But it's quite a ways away from everything else. Oh, look right here. This looks like a little wall. Yeah. Oh, this is weird looking. There's like a little chamber in there, maybe to put an item. Whoa, look at this cool thing. These roots are awesome. This is way steeper than I thought it would be. Oh my goodness. What? Almost, that's what caught my eye, but then in here, whoa. Wow. Hopefully there's no aliens or monsters in there. It's almost like it's mounded up there for some reason. See right here? That's weird. It's also weird that me and my brothers used to climb up around here a lot when we were younger, and I'm so surprised that I never saw this before, or at least don't remember for whatever reason. Maybe when I was younger it wasn't that important to me, but I have a pretty good memory. I'm just kind of surprised. Oh, I guess it's not too bad, it's just quite steep. This is one area. I think I'm gonna actually just let my bottle go down. Rocks out of my shoes and then we're good to go. Well, I think we're just about done for the day. I might look around just a little bit more, but that was good. Like, that was amazing actually. Like, that structure was a lot more impressive than I thought it was. Sometimes the drone, like for me and my dad anyways, like sometimes it's hard for us to tell how big or small something is, and in this case that was quite a bit bigger than I expected, and lots of other cool little stuff along the way. Even just that little like alcove waterfall thing, that was neat too. Oops, the battery just went, and but I'm pretty much done, as I was saying. I just wanted to take another little moment here to, as usual, thank you for coming along. These adventures are so much more fun when I think about how, even if sometimes I'm alone in person, that other people are not just with me in spirit, but they also get to watch a lot of this cool stuff also. Yeah, I suck at talking sometimes. Anyways, it's a work in progress, and I feel like I'm learning so much. Like, I'm almost every time I go out, and we're still only just getting started, even though so much has happened. And I don't want to waste your time, so I need to get in the habit of saying less. So with that said, hope everything's going good, take care, and bye until next time. Oh, and in regard to that strange rock I thought might have been some kind of sound-making instrument. Okie dokie. So here's a demonstration of what I was talking about with the sound-making thing. We found these about half a day to a day's hike away from that location a few years ago. Like, these are just, they're not artifacts, they're just rocks. That's the noise right there. Okay, and now I will show you what a regular rock sounds like. Here, I'll try this one. So it's quite a different sound. You can make music with both, but that other sound is unique, and some people have made musical instruments out of diabase. I think they call them singing stones.